Hi, so my ongoing endeavours to bring you new styles of videos. I'm going to do a proper unboxing video today. This is of the Disney Store exclusive Millennium Falcon playset. Now, as you're probably aware, there's rather a few models of the new Millennium Falcon as it appears in Solo, a Star Wars story out and about. There's the rather large Hasbro version, and there's also a smaller Hasbro version. The larger one is not really that large, it's actually quite small really. You only fit one figure in the cockpit, and the other version, it just basically is a enlarged version of the kind of ships they were putting out for sort of Force Awakens and Rogue One, which was sort of a horrible cheap nasty plastic. These ones are the words, remember those? Yes, this cheap and nasty thing. I'm sure I'll pull out again later to make a comparison to this thing with. Anyway, so it's like that, but kind of just the front section sort of launches off and whatnot. And to be honest, neither of those are really that impressive. In fact, Hasbro's offerings for Solo are like rubbish. What's out there? There's hardly any product out there. It's very, very disappointing, to be honest with you. So when I saw this, my eyes lit up. It's like perfect size. Give you an idea of the size. Here's my hand next to it. You see, this is actually quite a large ship, really. I mean, look, see, look. That's a bit bigger. There we go, up there a bit. See, it's actually pretty huge, this, you know, compared to my hand there. About a good sort of, you know, it's over 12 inches long without the escape catch from the front. So I've never opened this before. I've never seen any reviews of any of these. I'm just going to open this up and we're going to discover how this all works together. So here comes my trusty knife. Remember, kids, ask an adult if you're doing this at home. Cut those. Oh, there's one of these as well. Actually, two underneath. Ah. Right. Get that out the way. So, I'm hoping this is really easy to open up because I know these big 12-inch or well 10-inch figures that Disney did a couple of years back were a nightmare to open up. They had loads of twist ties and stuff. Well, I didn't really discuss the packaging, did I? Oh, crappy unboxing I've done there. So it's sort of the orangey yellow sort of colours we've seen for all the Star Wars merchandise, Star Wars, a Solo story, you know that one. On the back it sort of shows the features, which mainly is landing gear, the ejecting pod, and kind of like the sort of figures that go in the sort of the cockpit there. Take batteries, apparently there's batteries in it already, but hey, we'll find out how that all works. So, we've got our two figures here, we've got our ship, fingers crossed it's all twisty ties. Right, so we'll have to watch me do, yeah, I'm dreading this, it's all twisty ties. A la, sort of, come on, gear off. I would just cut these, couldn't I, but it looks effective. Okay, twisty tie comes off. So you guys get to look at sort of the bottom of a brown box for sort of like 30 seconds while I do all this. Come on. Come on. I just curse you there with the bolt cutters, like putting these on sort of in the factory in China. Nope. Now stuff's going undone. Oh yes, we're cooking with gasoline. I'm just going to cut this, sod it. Yay. Put it back. I shall creep quite easily. Alright, moment of truth here. I got it quite easy. Shocking. So there we have our Falcon. Get out the front part. Let's see how this all fits together. Hey, go in. Right, okay, that's in. Okay, let's prepare our little figures of Han and Lando. There's Lando first. And there is Han. I've not seen this movie yet, by the way, so I won't make any comments about the movie. I know there's a lot of controversies about it. Maybe we'll do a separate video about that in the future. Just put this in the background for a moment. Right, so there we have our solo Falcon. So you open up the cockpit, I'm assuming. We have 2 seats. Of course, it is actually Lando with this and Han. The camera's really picking those up, it's a bit dark. Yeah, odd choice. I'd rather actually have Chewie and Han, really, but there you go. How these fit inside. Oh, that's kind of cool. I should notice that he's got a blaster there and everything. It's actually quite detailed, really. I thought these would be a load of crap, these figures, but they're actually quite detailed. Put that in there. Let's put a ham yo-yo in there. Cool. So they're in there like that. There's the dish, which just kind of wobbles around. Doesn't really sort of do much else than that. Right, we have the turret section here. And the guns, which goes round. Guns elevate. Guns at the bottom of the same thing. Yes, they do. Shocking. There you go. Now the landing gear. Oh, just push it in like that. Does it? Go in. Right, okay, that's quite cool. But there you go, the landing gear up. That's quite nice. Okay, now I'm reliably informed. What was around this? So let's just see how this comes down. So how do you make the landing gear come down again? Hello. This is just like an idiot's guide to kind of using a Millennium Falcon toy, really, isn't it? Yeah, well, we'll try and work that one out. There's some sounds in this as well. There was sounds anyway. I've just turned them off. Here, it's on. There you go. So you get the lights on the back coming to life. Oh, that's what that button does. So that button on the back. So guys, basically this button here shoots off your escape pod. Then leaves you with your more traditional looking Millennium Falcon. It does have light up engines on the steering. Okay, I can deal with that, that's good. Hasbro one has sort of various bits of pop off the front and whatnot. I mean, that's the feature, it just blows to pieces really. Yeah. Oh, guns, that's the same, I reckon that sound, the same as the big Legacy Falcon. Which Hasbro did 10 years ago. So I assume that button there is landing gear. There we go. Brilliant. So that goes down like that. Oh, it sort of softly touches the ground. That there pulls down. That's the. Oops, I can see better. That's the ramp there. That's cool. Now. Can you open up the turret here and put a figure inside the gun? That's what I'm trying to work out. 2 seconds here, just admire the view here whilst I just check the back of the box. No, I don't think you can actually put a figure inside the turret here for the gun or anything, or open it back. That's interesting. It kind of sort of makes the sort of various engine noises. You just move the ship around. Okay, that's cool. There's no way I can actually get this open at all and put figures inside the back. Yeah, just kind of get these guys out, but let's pull out and here. Let's come. Yeah, it's kind of similar style to an Action Fleet ship. It's much bigger, much more detailed. I mean, I always found Action Fleet ships a bit weird looking. So yeah, these aren't, obviously these figures are not to scale with this ship. No, I mean they should be about, you know, probably the old sort of Micro Machines, little tiny figures, the actual ones that came with the early playsets. They were like little toy soldiers that were about sort of, you know, half an inch tall would be the scale with this. But these guys are like, yeah, so they are sort of out to scale to the ship in the way that the old Action Fleet figures were out of scale to their ships. Can you open this up at all? Look inside this sleep cloth? I know you can on the big Hasbro one. No, I don't think you can by the looks of it. Okay. So, got the features again. A lot of engines at the back. Opening cockpit. With Lando and Han. Twisty turrets on top and bottom for the guns. These very tiny guns, very small these guns, aren't it? A single barrel. They go up and down. It's a lot of noises, doesn't it? I'm going to turn this off actually, I think, because it's starting to annoy me a little bit. Landing gear underneath, which goes up and down, and you sort of make it launch with this button here, and this button here fires off your escape pod, giving you the sort of more classic looking ship there. Explore this a bit more, make sure there's nothing else you can do with this. Look, this is really good. This is miles better than the Hasbro one, because this doesn't have, the Hasbro one doesn't have any of this sort of detail on the back of it or anything like this. So yeah, well, so I think we can say that another home run for Disney, to use American baseball analogies. They've knocked this one out of the park, as they have on many of their recent items. Their merchandise for the last few films have been a lot better than the Hasbro's. And to be honest, Hasbro really needs to up their game, because this stuff is miles better than Hasbro's. It's also a lot cheaper as well. Because over here in the Disney store, they actually do charge the correct exchange rate. So rather than do what Hasbro do, they just basically knock the dollar off and put a pound on it instead. Disney do give you the proper sort of rates for these. But I do like this, the look of this ship. You kind of see where this is going to become the Falcon. You know, obviously those bits are going to eventually drop away and get these bits here exposed. I assume these are just all cladding. I think in the movie this all comes off, doesn't it? There's all these various panels pop off eventually, so you get to see the ship we know underneath. You sort of see it there. There you go, little bits of the Falcon we know sort of hiding out from underneath the old version as it appeared when Lando owned it. And obviously it's a lot slicker and a lot more polished looking. The thing I don't like about it is they kind of cheaps out a bit with the cockpit here, because rather that was sort of either, let me pick it up, this kind of section here. I wish this was kind of maybe clear here, or maybe just a sort of painted black or something to give the illusion of that round window stretching round to there. But apart from that, I mean, that's the only sort of downside I can really see here, really. Yeah, put that back in there if you want to do that. Actually, that looks more like the ship we know then, doesn't it? You push it right back there. No, actually, you know, this definitely sort of gets the thumbs up from me. Vastly superior to anything that Hasbro are doing. And again, to remind you of how awful Hasbro ships are at the moment, here's that horrible, cheap and nasty Millennium Falcon that came out for sort of Force Awakens, with shitty landing gear, well, not even just stumps, we're not landing gear. And also the thing I like about this Disney store one is how slim the body is. That's something don't we see on many Falcon toys. Normally they're quite thick because they've got figures inside and stuff like that, and you know they make a bit sort of chunky looking. Whereas in the movies, the ship's never like that. You see in this sort of Hasbro how chunky that is, how thick the body is. Whereas on this newer one, it's much slimmer, and actually a lot truer to the actual props you see in the actual. Well, I suppose they prop still. They CGI these days. I don't know if they're using models or CGI these days. I think it's a bit of both, really, isn't it? Well, these, you know, these toys from Disney Store are much truer to the actual version you see in the movie, I guess. Anyway, so is this a hit with me? Yes, it is. Is this the Falcon to get out of the two from Hasbro and this one? Yes, this is the one to buy. So my hot advice is track this down. It's in the Disney Store, exclusive to them. No else reason to have it. Well, it won't, because it's exclusive to them. Duh. And well worth buying for this sort of £30 it costs. Fantastic buy. Definitely one to check down. Thanks a lot. Bye.